everybody. Welcome to the show that never wins at Connect 4. That's right, it's 5 minutes you won't get back. A little show, we waste 5 minutes of your time, but just remember the 5 minutes doesn't start until we say it does. And we're in Wilmington today. I'm Brian.
I'm Heather. And happy Tuesday, everyone, even though today's not actually Tuesday.
It's not.
I shouldn't say that. But anyway, so
Pre-recorded.
Did you know that according to the Google, there are 20 different species of armadillo?
How many?
But 20 different species of armadillo, but there's only one, the three-banded armadillo, I think it was called, that can actually roll itself into a ball.
Oh.
The rest of them.
So the rest of them are jealous because the one can roll himself into a ball.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're going to talk about today. Brian.
Well, and I guess the 5 minutes starts now.
Got it.
Okay, so today I want to talk about a legendary game real quick. A game that means a lot to me because me and my father used to play it all the time. And I think it can solve a lot of problems. You know what game I'm talking about, Heather?
Connect 4.
No, because I lose at that all the time. If you want to watch me get aggravated.
Connect 4.
Yeah, that's right.
I've done it.
I actually get physically angry, but that's besides the point.
4.
So anyways, what I want to talk about today real quick is Rock'em Sock'em Robots, a game that was invented, or a game that came out in 1964. I'm sure all of you are familiar if you're around my age. Even if you're not, they still sell it now. And it is, have you ever played it, Heather?
No.
Did you ever own it, Heather?
No.
So this is just going to be me talking.
I know what it is.
So, but I hate long games and like games like Monopoly. I think in the grand scheme of things, Monopoly can take days. Rock'em Sock'em Robots can possibly take less than 2 seconds, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you spend more time resetting the heads after they popped up than you actually do playing the game. And for me, that's perfect. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time. And you know what? I think Rock'em Sock'em Robots could actually help solve, and if you hear there's construction behind us here, so I can't do anything about it. But I think Rock'em Sock'em Robots could actually solve some bigger problems. Like, say for example, I'm just going to throw this out specifically. You know, we got this thing coming up in November. This thing where there's a lot of commercials about it.
Thanksgiving.
That's right. No, I'm talking about elections. So I think it would be a lot simpler instead of all these campaigns, all these promises. No, you just set the two candidates down, let them play 1 2-second game of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and boom, they're president. And the game
It's even red versus blue.
Right, red versus blue. They're the colors of our country. So there's nothing more patriotic than Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So yeah, have the presidential candidates fight. In fact, the game goes by so fast that you could play like the best out of 365 and it would still be 10 minutes long. You know, because back in the day, you know, I mean, when people had conflicts, they dueled and somebody died. That's barbaric. I know that happened because I saw Hamilton twice. Thanks, Disney Plus. But anyway, well, you know, we don't need this duel stuff anymore. Now, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. At the UN building, if they have a dispute, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. If you have a problem with your HOA, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Even your dog can play. All they got to do is put their paws. Actually, with that game, they have a large chance of beating you. So yes. So anytime you get aggravated at someone, or you want to have like a chat with them, and you're mad, you know what? Just say, look, let's just play Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Number 1, it'll get your frustrations out. Number 2, it'll be really fast. And number 3, you just won't dwell on it as long like most of us like to do. So yeah, that's my opinion. That's my solution. And yeah, that's all I got. And
There's a winner, there's a loser, you move on.
That's right.
Okay.
And yeah, and then you just put it in the box, put it on the shelf. Come back to it later, people. Rock'em Sock'em. That's where we need to be. Any other input on that one?
No.
No? And hey, how much time do we got? We didn't even start the timer.
Wow.
Oh, we still have a
gotta
minute.
talk for a
But
long
you know what?
So you know what we did play? I raised boys. I don't think and my brother, nobody ever had Rock'em Sock'em. I know what it is. We played Hungry Hungry Hippos. Now that could get very...
Yeah, and they're cheap plastic, so you like put a lot of momentum into it and you start hitting the thing really hard, or Rock'em Sock'em, you just you know, do that. And
Plus, then you get like little white balls all over the place.
because you don't want little white balls all over the place.
Nobody
Who wants that unless you're watching things? You don't want little white balls. No. Anyway. But
So yeah. So
I don't really, so
maybe I need to add that to your Christmas list.
Hungry Hippos?
No, Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah, I'll take it back. Yeah.
And then the next time we have a question about who is.
Who's what?
I know we don't really argue that much.
We don't.
We'll have to come up with something that we disagree on.
And then we
Ooh,
what?
Who's gonna make the hot dogs and whether we're putting ketchup or mustard?
That's
on
right,
them.
because, well,
We can play Rock'em.
I would like to state, even if I lose at Rock'em Sock'em Robots, I'm not gonna be putting ketchup on a hot dog. And we're out of time. Because
Okay.
anyways, ketchup,
You probably can't hear
it, but ketchup is of the devil. Anyway, folks, that's all we got. You have a great week. Play some games with your kids or your family, and punch somebody and have their head pop
You never
up.
did say, did you beat your dad at it?
I think we split half and
Yeah.
half. I think there's many a time I beat him, many a time, and I think he got aggravated because you play for 2 seconds and be like, this is stupid. Well, I thought it was genius. Anyway, everybody, play a game out there. I'm Brian,
I'm Heather.
and just remember, it isn't a great day until we wasted 5 minutes of your time. We're just gonna let this concrete thing go.
I told everybody to be quiet on the set for our high-end
They're
production.
building stuff.
They didn't seem to care.
They're building stuff. Look.